Starting with Quicksilver. We first see Quicksilver in X-Men Days of Future Past, and they waste absolutely no time showing how insanely fast he really is by giving him the time in a bottle scene. And guys, once a speedster is shown to basically freeze time, it's over. Going forward, they should never lose to any dumb ways. You cannot have some regular speed character taking them out with a damn freeze gun. Yes, CW Flash, I'm looking directly at your dumb ass. This time in a bottle scene shows us a few important things. Number one, he's fast. Like really fucking fast. He literally jogs around the entire room and still has enough time to move all of the bullets out of the way. Number two, he can think just as fast as he moves. His perception fully matches his speed. We literally see him stop and think during the scene. Right here, he grabs the gun out of the guy's hand and actually pauses for a second to think about what he wants to do next. Then he makes the guy punch himself in the face. Not to mention he's navigating around this entire room without accidentally slamming into a wall. Super speed is involved in everything this man does. He slows down time when he's not even moving. Let me repeat that. He can slow down time without even moving. So if he's ever trapped or can't run or something like that, he should still be able to perceive time in slow motion just to think. And number three, enhanced durability. This one should be obvious. He's running at ridiculous speeds and not turning into literal human soup. So he's also directly running into water droplets and other objects without even getting hurt. That alone proves he has some level of super durability, because water hitting him at those speeds would basically be like bullets. And I watched another video where somebody said water at 60,000 PSI can literally cut through bulletproof glass and armor. And that shit is doing nothing to Quicksilver. So it's safe to say he definitely has enhanced durability, no doubt. Then we see him again saving everyone in the mansion during X-Men Apocalypse. And if you thought he was fast before, this scene just shows how incredibly broken he really is. I don't know exactly how fast his explosion was or how fast all that shrapnel was moving, but it was definitely way faster than the bullets from the last scene. And Quicksilver still made everything look completely frozen. The guy from that other video estimated Quicksilver was moving around 8,000 times the speed of sound right here. Bro is literally just messing around while the entire world is standing still. His perception speed in this scene is insane. So with everything we know now, let's look at some of his fights. First, we have the fight with Apocalypse. It's obvious Apocalypse has ridiculous durability and healing because he's tanking these hits like nothing and literally healed after getting his throat slit open. But remember how fast Quicksilver is supposed to be? This dude somehow managed to see Quicksilver moving in slow motion. Do you understand how insanely fast Apocalypse would need to think to perceive Quicksilver like that? Like Quicksilver is moving around 8,000 times the speed of literal sound. Apocalypse would need some kind of insane perception speed just to even understand what was happening, because this entire sequence happened in like a nanosecond. And don't say Apocalypse has super speed, because the movies never show that in any scene ever, bro. So don't even get me started on that. Also, once Peter's leg got trapped, why didn't he just stay in super speed? We already saw earlier that even when he's standing still, he can still perceive time in slow motion. So why not just keep time slowed down, break the debris trapping his leg, and just fucking leave? Like later in the movie, Beast literally punches the debris and frees him. And we've already seen Quicksilver basically has super strength when using his speed. So just punch the dirt and get out, bro. It is not that hard. So in my opinion, no. Quicksilver should not have lost here. Next up is his fight against Jean Grey. Bro, are you serious? Remember, all of this is happening within basically a nanosecond. People were saying this made sense because Jean Grey can apparently think in super speed and sense Quicksilver coming. Bro, what? First off, the movies never show that. Once again, you can't just take comic information and automatically apply it to the movies. That's not how adaptations work. You can even just look at Invincible. But let's just pretend she can think of super speed. Okay, fine, y'all got it. Then how is she moving her arm and the object at super speed too? For the object to move in time to hit Quicksilver, she would need insane physical reaction speed. This dude outran explosion shrapnel while casually goofing around. To react to him like that, Jean herself would basically need speedster level reactions. And guess what? The movies never even fucking show that. So you just can't even debate that. And another thing, how did that not come out? Earlier, we saw him literally run through water droplets at insane speeds and it didn't even faze him. That shouldn't hurt way more than this. He should have smacked into the ground, rolled, and immediately got back up. So again, no. Quicksilver should not have lost there either. Now let's talk about MCU Quicksilver. The MCU version is definitely slower than the X-Men version, and he actually gets tired from running. He can still perceive time in slow motion, but nowhere near the same level. But he's still insanely fast. First of all, I don't know if this guy is just dumb or whatever the case is, because he honestly spends most of his fights just pushing people around and then he just runs away. Like, what am I watching, bro? Then he loses here after getting hit by Thor's hammer, which is honestly fair enough. But then when he tries getting back up, Captain America immediately smacks him with a shield. Again, fair enough. But this version isn't really shown to have crazy durability or strength like X-Men Quicksilver, so it's okay. And the reason he maybe didn't dodge Cap's shield in slow motion is probably because he was still dazed from getting hit by Thor's hammer. It's literally Mjolnir, so fine, I'll accept it. We'll let that one slide. But him getting one shot right here makes absolutely no sense, bro. Earlier in the movie, bullets were clearly shown moving in slow motion to him. I feel like he definitely should have been able to move out the way before getting hit, but you know what I'm saying, whatever. Now let's talk about the main thing.
You didn't see that coming.
He didn't see that coming. Yeah, all right, bro. We already saw that bullets move slowly from his perspective. And yes, maybe these bullets were faster, but I still think he should have survived this. He clearly grabs Hawkeye and moves him out the way. Then for some reason, he runs back to the left side of him. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, he already saved Hawkeye. Why did he move back into the fucking bullets? This death felt so unnecessary. Like, it just blew my mind when I saw this scene. I really would have liked seeing how the MCU movies played out with Quicksilver still around, but with all this multiverse stuff going on, I guess they technically could still bring him back. So overall, like, both versions of Quicksilver lost in pretty dumb ways. I'm not saying speedsters should be completely invincible. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that, but once you establish that they can freeze time and then make them lose in ways that make no sense, then it becomes a problem. The consistency with speedsters is almost always terrible, and honestly, it'll probably stay that way forever because these writers make these characters way too overpowered. If a speedster can freeze time, there's no reason he should be losing to somebody with a freeze gun.